Good afternoon to everybody. Thanks to Dr. Saroja, dear friend as well, and like a family to me. Thank you to the college, the Ambedkar College. So thank you for inviting me. Well, I did come here on her invitation, and so law. I mean, it takes too many years to become a lawyer. है ना? 5 years and then another 5, 10 years of practice with somebody, and then you train to be a lawyer. Would most of you like to continue law? You learn law because you think it's a great subject. Somebody can answer. Like to continue? You want to be a lawyer? All of you? Seriously want to be a lawyer? But I'm not the right candidate here for you. Because my process is a de-learning process. I mean, I don't know. I did not go to a formal college, so I have not really tasted college life till I was. Who's the oldest person? Who's the oldest person? Oh, great. Lovely. You've beaten me. So I went and graduated subsequently. Of course, I did my basic graduation externally as a BCom student in the Pune University, not going to formal college. But then at 50, 51, interesting story goes like this, that I went to the Harvard Business School to do a owner president management program. I probably thought I was quite an idiot because at 51, who goes to study? But I do appreciate your zest to learn. I went out of compulsion because when my son came back from studying in UK business subject, he joined me in the world of the business that I do, which I will tell you about this shortly. I'm starting from up, down, now. In the earlier class, it was down, up. And he said, so we started working, and I'm an old school, old generation. He is a new generation like you are, and some of you are mine. You think differently. Every 20 years, a mindset changes. People think in every 20 years in a different way. So the world behaves in a different way. So you have to negotiate what that period and era is, and based on that, you should kind of create a mindset. So now I think the something they chose for me was first generation mindset. So if you made up your mind to be lawyers, it's great. So how do you go ahead and become successful lawyers, or become remarkable lawyers, or what is it that can fuel more energy to changing the way you think is the question. So I went there and I did a 3 year program. It was, I think, about 3 weeks a year. And I have never actually read a book in my life. So somehow the other it was tough. And when I went there, but once I went there, I realized that networking is the business that I need to do and further grow. I mean, I was doing it all my life. So I realized that people learn from people more than anything else. And if you can be a good listener, and if you actually give time, spend time with people of intellect or people who have made something in life, then what happens is that you start thinking that way and you inculcate a system of gaining knowledge just beyond just what you do. Every knowledge gained in any other subject actually translates to your profession as well, because then you can use it in a particular way. What is law all about? It's all about how you deliver. You can learn the subject, you can read the law, they can case law number, this, that, and the other. Like I'm a developer today. I have multiple cases, not only civil, but a whole lot of criminal cases also. Then what do? I mean, I'm not going to read anything. So the lawyer keeps thinking and I keep giving my point of view to him. And then the entire argument that you do in the court is more eye contact, body language, and how you can change a situation for the judge to think the other way. That's all I think lawyers do. So partially misguide the judge as well, because there is a defendant and a prosecutor, so both have to win, right? So I think that is the mindset that probably you will develop, a lot of interaction, a lot of reading, a lot of understanding. And if you are in the first generation, when you start your career, it's all about survival, and then subsequently, how do you make it a significant milestone? Because you have to become somebody. You don't want to work in a firm all your life. So I think that's something you need to think about. And when you work, make it short periods and start branching out on your own and become entrepreneurial. So I can give you a little story on the entrepreneurial side. So every profession, and especially yours, can become an entrepreneurial story, forming your own company, diversifying into something related to law. It can be also getting into a business, because you meet clients and when you learn that certain businesses make more sense than just being a lawyer. You never know. So I think you have to have a mindset, an open mind. You have to dream about it. You have to think about it. And I think you have to go beyond thinking of thinking about it. That will help you in two ways. One, you will become an extremely successful orator, lawyer, network man, or we might get branch out and say, this is not the business, this is not the work I want to do. But then, if you do a business, your law education will survive you, because that education will form basis of creating a business or a story that will become commercially viable later. So this is how I think. Everybody can think in their own way. So my beginnings were pretty small, and so I was born to a officer. I think my father must have been intelligent, because somewhere down the line, mother, father, genes get into you. And he was finally, he died when I was young. about that. And he was director, when he died, he was the deputy director of education in Maharashtra. So I'm a certificate. That's why I call myself the first generation, as you say. But then I was always dreaming all the time that, I want to do something great. My mother thought I would become a great doctor. And had I really become a doctor, I would have been probably this country's top doctor. There's no question about it. I would have been the best surgeon. I have a good hand. I said I will become a surgeon. Things like that. So it didn't happen. So maybe destiny. But I don't think you can depend on destiny or you can't depend on luck. It is a lot of hard work. And just hard work is not enough. Hard work has to have a certain significance and it has to have a lot of patience, it has to have a lot of positive mindset when you do hard work. I mean, hard work anybody does. Loading a truck is also hard work. So it's not like that. It has to be significant to what you dream of, what you think about, or what I want to become in life. I did multiple work. I used to work at the age of 28, 29. I was a salesperson, like I was telling the class in the morning. I sold everything under the sun, anything and everything. I just wanted to make money. I just wanted to be rich. And that was my dream, to become rich. I don't know. And I don't know what that dream would define. Cars, houses, helicopters, I don't know. But then I want to have and make my own story. My own story has to be just mine. Because I was not born into privilege. When you're born into wealth, you're born into privilege. So I wanted to make my own story, and I thought that was more exciting than coming from some set business house and doing the same rigmarole of running the business and trying to do something. Then you would not be as entrepreneurial. Some kids pick, but not everybody does. So I think that was a blessing. I would take it as a blessing, but I was not privileged. And then I could make my own mark. I could make my family proud, and I could make a difference. So earlier, my days were purely survival. I had to survive. So I could do 100 things, businesses, whatever I did. Some crazy things I've done. I was coming to class in the morning, and after that, now I want to make my life significant. I want to make a difference. I want to know and learn and teach whatever I've learned in a way that it can make a difference to other people, anybody who comes and crosses my path. So in my business that I do, I have about 700 people who work for me. And besides hospitality, horticulture, real estate, which she said, golf all the time, that's only my passion. I don't make money. But I have converted passion to make money by creating real estate around. So that's the way it is. Of course, one thing I've never compromised in life is about whatever I do has to be only the best. Even the first project that I did at the age of 29, 30 was purely the best. The best architect, the best finish, the best story. So that's how you create a brand by yourself. So I work all along to create myself as a brand rather than hiring a Shah Rukh Khan to advertise for me. I advertise for myself. So that's the way I think. That's the way. That's what I do. Right now, I'm a developer.